So this is a clip from Real Time with Bill Maher, and he had Louise Mensch on, and they decided to talk about Muslims in Britain, because Bill Maher has always been pretty red-pilled on the concept of political Islam. And I was thinking about this. I really think we should start making the distinction: religious Islam and political Islam, because religious Islam is not really a problem, because we have a secular state. The people who have a religious version of Islam are also conservatives and liberals and Green Party members and all of these regular political ideologies that we have operating in democracy. They are them for their political ideology and Muslim as their religion, which is fine. That's absolutely fine. That is completely compatible with what we do. The problem is when you have a political and religious person who believes in Islam. So they think that the Islamic legal system is the preferable one. They think that Islamic political doctrine is the preferable one. And it's really not. It's very, very similar to the political doctrine of Nazi Germany. Expansionist, supremacist, and it wants to conquer. I mean, that's why there's so much Islamic terrorism. Honestly, I think that's the reason. It's in the doctrine. You can always find a justification to kill the infidel, and then all you have to do is delegitimize someone else until they become the infidel. And it's inevitable. It happens everywhere with Islam. But it can be solved. It can be fixed. But if you won't talk about it, you won't even try. But let's listen to Bill Maher on this then.
Let me ask this. I've asked this question before. If a European country sometime in the future became 51% Muslim, would it be the same country? Would it have the same values, the same laws?
That's a great question. Would it have the same values and the same laws? Probably not. I mean, London doesn't even have the same values now that Sadiq Khan has banned bikini-wearing women on the subway. Why has that been banned? To hurt some feelings. I mean, it was feminists or Islamists? So what's the difference, apparently? I can't believe feminists don't stand up to Islam in the West. It's embarrassing.
Would laws change,
Would you ask that question about Jews?
He is a Jew. Why the fuck wouldn't he? He is a Jew. You can't... What is this whataboutery?
I will, but...
Exactly. I like it. Doesn't even back down. Go, Bill.
Ask that question about Catholics.
What's this whataboutery, Louise? What are you going to go? See? You're actually an Islamophobe. Go on, call him a fucking Islamophobe.
I will ask that question, and the answer is it wouldn't change, because they're already the fucking majority. But Muslims are not. If you're telling me that if a European country became 51% Muslim, it would basically be the same country you grew up in?
The problem would not be Islam.
See, she's not going to answer it. She's not going to fucking just be like, no, of course it would be the same, because she knows it won't be the same. And everyone knows it won't be the fucking same. I mean, I'm not saying that the country is going to become 51% majority Muslim tomorrow, but can you not see how this is having an impact? And the more it continues, the more of an impact it has. And we're not just talking about white people here either. We're talking about other minorities within Britain that we are failing in our duty of care to, because they live cheek to jowl with these Muslim communities and have problems with them. Sikhs, Hindus, any minority community in Britain that is non-Muslim has a problem. Even Eastern European ones, especially, in fact. They have a problem with these communities. And it's like, okay, is it everyone else? Or is it the political Muslims who are the problem, the Islamists? Who are the ones marching down the street, chanting in Arabic, which is really great optics, by the way. It really makes the working class feel like they're integrating. Really, really makes it so they think, well, you know what? There isn't a problem. I'm not going to vote for Geert Wilders or Marine Le Pen or Farage or whoever comes after them. Just, you're idiots if you think you can contain this by calling it racist. You are so fucking foolish, so unbelievably arrogant as well. And until the left starts addressing this, it's going to keep getting worse for the left. The left will lose relevance even faster than it already is. Just in denial. You're like ostriches.
It would be homogeneous.
And she's not even on the left. She's a fucking idiot.
That you'll be homogenous.
But
you're talking about a thing where everybody is one faith group. Britain is diverse.
But I'm talking about our fundamental...
Britain is diverse. Oh, fucking brilliant, Louise. That's an excellent contribution to the conversation. But not that these two fucking cucks have got anything to say about it either. I mean, what are you telling us there? What are you fucking telling us? Yeah, it is diverse. We'd like it to stay diverse. And diverse is in many ways diversity of thought. And if you have one method of thought that can't stand any other methods of thought, I'm afraid that one method of thought has to be the thing that has to go. If that's the problem, I mean, we've got a great plurality of ideas in this country, and then if you've got one idea that is intolerant of all of them, then you have a problem, don't you?
Fundamental principles like equality of women,
Right.
separation of religion and state, respect for minorities, rule of law,
Right.
as opposed to religious rule.
Do you know about the Westboro Baptist Church?
Fucking what is this whataboutery, Louise? Who gives a shit about the Westboro Baptist Church? When they have more than 5 members, I'll give a fuck. Fucking hell, Louise. It's irresponsible for you to presenting sophistic bullshit.
There are a whole bunch of fundamentalists.
Again, this false equivalency.
It's not a false
Matt,
equivalency.
please.
I'm going to hurt your...
I'm glad Bill doesn't fucking budge on this. Really glad. Because this is a real problem. It really is.
And you can have a civilization where you have religious pluralism. They themselves, those Muslims don't believe in that religious pluralism.
So, Matt, will you tell me this?
Those extremists.
Can you explain to me the structure of the government of Indonesia?
Oh, and if you can't, that means that journalist Tim Pool didn't go to Sweden, and he wasn't chased out of no-go areas by gangs of Muslims because he was white. Because he was non-Muslim, probably, more accurately, because this is it. Islam is between Islam and non-Islam. I mean, I'm sorry that just keeps going, but look at this total fucking bell end. But can you explain to me the governance structure of Indonesia? Why the fuck would you assume he can? And what relevance does that have to what he's saying, the broader point he's making about Islam, that is, as far as I can tell, accurate?
I can't.
Okay. Do you know that Indonesia is the largest Muslim country in the world?
I've
Yes,
read that.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yes, and
right.
you-
But then, so if you're telling me you don't know anything about the way that the largest Muslim country in the world operates,
Then he doesn't know anything about anything, right? I mean, if you don't know about this one specific thing I've pulled out of my fucking arse, then you don't know anything.
I could
didn't
give you
say
statistics
anything.
about
Right, so-
Indonesia. I could tell you that in Indonesia, if you want to be
Bill's been doing this for a long time, buddy. And this is the one subject he's actually good on.
a woman policeman or a woman military person, you have to undergo the 2-finger test, where they tell if you're a virgin.
Right, but
Jesus Christ, it's hard to believe that's even real, isn't it? See, do you want right-wing political Islam in this country? Left. This is what you have to ask yourselves.